having headache for the whole morning. This is already my third coffee and I already took an ibuprofen. I probably should skip the gym, but not with me.
I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s.
You know, when it becomes a habit, you don't even ask yourself anymore, should I go or should I not go? You just go. It's like brushing your teeth in the morning. But there's also now a reason to exercise today. When I woke up this morning, this message popped up on my phone and reminded me to get vaccinated for COVID-19. So we set this reminder for exactly today because Fabienne calculated everything through when we want to make it to our world trip, which shall start this year between December and New Year's Eve. And because I'm going to the gym every single day, I asked myself if it's either better to go before the vaccination, after the vaccination, or should I make a rest day. For the whole time we were quite unsure if we should get vaccinated or not. If you ask our people, you always hear that you should definitely get vaccinated, but also the opinion that you shouldn't get vaccinated under any circumstances. So what shall we do? I believe in order to be able to make a clear statement where you should get vaccinated or not, you would have to have studied medicine yourself. At this point, I don't want to make any recommendation, but I think being a little bit skeptical is never wrong in life in general, towards everything. So we both trust medicine, we both trust the doctors, and our doctor, for example, isn't even vaccinated himself, and he tends to advise against the vaccination, which makes everything even more complicated for us to make a decision. We postponed the vaccination as long as we could. Some countries, for example, don't recognize the vaccination if it has been more than 6 months ago. If we had already vaccinated ourselves in the summer, we would not be able to enter some countries today. Therefore, if you get vaccinated at all, we wanted to get vaccinated as late as possible before we leave on our world trip. And with the planned start of our world trip, that would be today. So it is now 4:15. Fabienne is supposed to be here in the next couple of seconds. And we yet haven't made a decision where we should get vaccinated or not. If you want to start our world trip as we planned, we need to make a decision today. Shall we get vaccinated now, today or not? What do you think?
Was meinst du?
I don't know.
Ich auch nicht.
It's a super tough decision to make. I mean, if we want to leave on our world trip as we planned, then we need to get vaccinated today. So make the decision even more easier, I created a poll on Facebook. Do you want to see the results? Mm-hmm. I haven't seen it myself, so I asked in 2 different groups online on Facebook whether the people are vaccinated or not, and if they think it's still possible to make a world trip without a COVID-19 vaccination. So in the first group, 224 people voted for that they are vaccinated.
So viel.
51 people said that they are not vaccinated. 5 people voted that they wouldn't get vaccinated under any circumstances. And 4 people, including myself, unsure if I should get vaccinated or not. So these are the results from group 1. 224 people are vaccinated, 51 people are not vaccinated. 5 people said that they won't get vaccinated under any circumstances, and 4 people, including myself, unsure if I should get vaccinated or not. So it seems like that they kicked me out of one group because they don't want to have any discussions about vaccination, which I can understand. I'm getting cold.
Ich weiß.
Take the call. What is your tendency?
Impfen.
Getting vaccinated. Okay.
Deine?
Yeah.
Ja, dann auf, komm.
So we are now in a car on our way to get vaccinated. I don't feel good about it at all. I don't feel so good, to be honest. We are now on our way to B level from the Hauptwache to get vaccinated for COVID-19. Oh, there's the waiting line. So they close at 7.
Ihnen beiden, Sie auch beide. 6 und 13 und 18. Und wir haben eine Impfung zu wenig. Also wir haben 17 Impfungen.
So it seems like he miscalculated a bit.
Wir wissen nicht, bei welcher Zahl wir an jetzt impfenden Leuten sind. Sie kommen doch alle heute noch dran.
Oh, danke.
Hi. So.
So we are now inside and asked to fill out these papers.
So, hallo, guten Tag von Arzt. So, also.
Sind wir die Letzten? Ja. Oh, okay.
Beide noch mal 10 Minuten für die Stunde draußen sitzen.
Ja.
Wenn alles gut ist, nach der Zeit können Sie dann einfach.
Danke sehr. Ciao.
But there's still a question whether exercise is good or bad before the vaccination. With reference to an article by Very Well Health, it can be said that there is likely no downside to exercising before vaccination, and that may even have some advantages. It is further said that exercising before you get vaccinated could potentially boost your immune response. There's also written that research on exercise and vaccines showed that exercising before vaccination can help improve the body's immune response. A meta-analysis from 2013 published in the journal Human Vaccines and Immunotherapy found that exercising regularly can help boost your immune system function. The researchers also determined that acute bouts of exercise, such as working out before getting vaccinated, can prompt better immune function. What this means for you, experts say that there's no reason not to exercise before you get vaccinated against COVID-19. Just stick to your usual workout routine and you should be fine. Don't try to overexert yourself more than you normally do before your appointment. And that's exactly what I did today. And tomorrow I will take a day off and then go back to my normal gym workout routine. Just don't exaggerate it. I would also like to briefly go back to my post on Facebook. I can't read all comments as quickly as new ones are added, and it's really amazing what kind of discussions this topic sparked. However, I would like to highlight one comment in particular which also reflects my opinion. I think you should only get vaccinated if you think it will be beneficial for your health. Just to vaccinate your freedom, I think it's very questionable and you should rather let it be. I think she is absolutely right about that. In the end, however, everyone should decide themselves what kind of risk they are taking, and with vaccination or perhaps with not being vaccinated at all. Finally, we decided to get vaccinated simply to be able to travel safely. And there definitely will be some countries that only allow entry with a vaccination, Australia in particular. If they should open at all next year, it's most likely that it's just open for vaccinated people. Plus all the costs that come up. Let's say we travel one country per month, and with a 14-day quarantine in the countries, that would mean that we travel the world for 1 year, whereby we spend half of that year just in quarantine. So in the end, I would say that a trip around the world is certainly possible without a vaccination, but in the end, the risk was simply too great for us to have to restrict ourselves too much.
I don't need opinions, dog, I only need the facts. What's real, dog? Sit still, dog.
Das sieht richtig scheiße aus. Ihr dürft euch mir das jetzt angucken, das ist so bescheuert.
So they just found out about my mustache.